Hello everyone, I'm Kayla, the maker and creator behind Crochet by Kayla, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a full market recap, so I hope you're all excited for this. I'm so sorry about not posting last week. I really meant to, and then it just got too busy for me to film, and before I knew it, it was Friday about 30 minutes before I had to post, and I had no video filmed or edited, and I wasn't even home. So that just did not work out last week, but oh well, it happens every once in a while, and now it's like summer, so should be good on consistently posting again. So let's go ahead and get started. If you haven't watched my video where I showed everything I'm bringing to this market, or I brought to this market, and the vlog of this market, you definitely should go watch those first, because in this I'm not gonna go as in depth on everything that I brought. Like, I'm not gonna show how I did in my what I'm bringing video, every type of each item. I'm just gonna show you one if I have one. I'm not gonna show you like every single turtle that I brought, because I don't even have all of them, because stuff sold. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So for seasonal items, I brought 33 things, and out of those 33 seasonal items, I sold 13 of them. And I brought 8 chickens, and I sold 4 of them, and they are priced at $12. Here is what one of the chickens looks like. And then after that, we have cows. I brought 6 cows, and I sold 3 of them, so half. And I have these guys priced at $15. Then we have bunnies. I sold 1 bunny, but I brought 4. I didn't really even expect to sell any of them, honestly, because it is after Easter, so I'm completely fine with selling one of them. So that's good. I brought 2 chicks. Oh, sorry, those were at $12. I don't know if I said that. I brought 2 chicks, and I sold both of them. They're at $12. I have another one now because I picked up my Easter stuff from a store. I sell that. And then flamingos. I brought 3 of them, and I sold 8. This is what they look like. I did half of them in this color, half of them in a darker pink. And then after that, we have fish. I brought 5 of them, and they were priced at $12, and I sold none of them. Basically, every single item in this seasonal category was priced at $12, except for the cows were priced at $15. So I ended up in this category selling a little less than half. I'd say about 40% of the items in this category. And then moving along, we have bumblebees. I don't have one right here, but I sold 1 of 8, and that was $15. In the plushies category, basically, I have everything that's not seasonal and not from my claw machine and not like other stuff. So there's 81 things in this category, and I only sold 18. This was not as busy as usual. And then after that, we have mermaids. I have 3 of them, or sorry, I had 4 of them, and I sold 1 of them for $30. And they look like this, but they're all different colors and all. If you want to see them all, make sure to go check out the market, everything I'm bringing to it, and my vlog. Then after that, we have turtles. I brought 8 of them, and I sold 1. This is actually one I made after the market, but it was at $20. After that, we go over to dinosaurs. I brought 8 of them, and I sold 2 for $18. Then axolotls, I brought 4 of them, and I sold 2, so half, and they are priced at $20. This is what one looks like. I brought all different colors, and I sold purple and like mint, like that color. And I'm kind of surprised the pink one didn't sell, actually. I would have thought the pink one would have sold first, because it's just like the actual color. Then after that, we have gummy bears. I brought 10 of them, and I only sold one. Actually, the one I sold was, I'm pretty sure it was this color, so I remade it. That was $10. And then after that, we have Octos, which none of the Octos sold, but they were also at $10. Then we have strawberries. See if I can find it in this big bin of stuff. They're smaller, so they like to hide on me. Okay, there we go. I brought 2 of them, and I sold 1 strawberry for $8. And then for the lemons, I brought 3 of them, and I sold 1 also for $8. These are kind of just fruits that I have left over from past markets. So I'm just happy that one of each sold. And then next are dogs. I brought a total of 4 of them, and I ended up selling 2. And I have these priced at $25 because they take me quite some time. And then for cats, I also have them priced at $25, and I also brought 4, and I sold 1. Here's one cute one. And after that, we have caterpillars. I actually do not have one right now because I sold all of them. I brought 4, first time selling them ever, and I sold all 4 of them, which is very exciting and good. They were priced at $18. So 18 of 81 products in this category sold. Next was the claw machine. I sold 8 of the 30 products. I brought 5 different types of items for the claw machine and 6 of each of them. And they're all priced at $5. So I brought 6 fish, I sold 2. I brought 6 frogs, I also sold 2 of these. Blueberries, I brought 6, I sold 1. Same thing for the cookies. And then lastly, the stingrays had 6, and I sold 3. So half of those. I love this claw machine, and last time this claw machine didn't do as well, so I'm really happy it did better this time at the craft show. I feel like a lot of my sales were different than usual though. And then last, I brought 1 bear lovey, and it did not sell. I had it priced at $30. Or sorry, no, I had it priced at $25 actually. And then the bee loveys, I brought 2, also priced at $25. Neither of them sold. And then the last thing was boho rainbows. I brought 4 of them, and none of the 4 sold. I actually just put them in a store that I sell some of my products at. So we'll see if they sell there, because they don't seem to do as well at markets as I was expecting them to, actually. Some things are just like that. You think they're gonna do, way better than they actually do. So yeah, so I had 7 things in my other category. Those were the 1 bear lovey, the 2 bee loveys, and the 4 boho rainbows. Nothing of those 7 things sold. So just recap, my seasonal category, 13 out of 33 products. My plushies category, 18 out of 31 products. My claw machine, 8 out of 30 products. Other would be 0 out of 7. And in total, I brought actually $1,967 worth of product. And I'm not going to say the exact amount that I made, because you could add that up, but I made about 40 to 50% less than I usually do at markets in general, which was a little odd. I think what happened is this time for some reason, the weather was perfect and everything. This time for some reason, the morning at this event is always crazy, like as soon as it opens. And it just wasn't, which was kind of weird. And I think then the rest of the day it picked up, but it just to how it usually is in the afternoon. But most people know afternoons at markets aren't as busy as the morning. So I don't know what happened with the morning crowd. And I feel like the spot I was in was a good spot. I've been there before, but I feel like this time people were just skipping my entire side of the row, which was kind of odd. But I mean, it was still a successful market. I made more than my booth fee and I had a lot of fun. So I, in total, sold 39 out of my 151 items. That'd be 25% of my product I brought, I sold. And I feel like some people want to know this. I brought $132 worth of change, which was a good amount. I probably could have brought less, but that's about what I usually bring in case a market gets pretty busy. Overall, like I said, it was a really good market, just a little less busy than usual, but I will of course be back at this location because it is my favorite and normally it does a little better. I think what didn't help is it was right after Easter, so like everyone kind of just already had stuff the weekend before and maybe it was a weekend people wanted to stay in more. I'm not sure, but it was still completely worth the time and energy and all. And that's all I have for you guys for this video. If you have any other questions for me, be sure to put them down below and I will try and answer them. And I'll see you all next week at 4:30 on EST on next Friday. If you want to follow me, I have my links down below, and also I will have the last 2 videos about this market down below. Bye!